Brazil provides emergency response equipment to Fiji. The government of Brazil recently donated $75,000 worth of emergency response equipment to Fiji to help the nation prepare for the next cyclone or severe weather event. Provided through the United Nations World Food Program, the contribution consists of 2 mobile warehouses, satellite communications equipment to enable data connectivity, and voice calls, smart tablets, and power banks. The items will allow the National Disaster Management Office first responders to quickly communicate during severe weather events in cases where traditional telecommunications equipment is no longer functioning. Brazil is a recipient of Shining World Leadership Awards for Animal Protection, Compassion, Environmental Preservation, and Environmental Protection, and a laureate of Shining World Leadership Awards for Sustainability, Earth Preservation, and Compassion. Thank you, Brazil, for your generous donation to the beautiful Fijian people to help them collaborate and protect one another during times of extreme weather. In the love of heaven, may hazardous weather worldwide be minimized as we treat our environment with benevolence so all people can live in peace and security.
New research warns massive carbon emissions from Australian wildfires could worsen climate change. In a new analysis, researchers estimate that the amount of carbon dioxide produced by wildfires that ravaged Australia's New South Wales and Victoria states from November 2019 to January 2020 was over 715 billion kilograms. This is more than twice the amount previously estimated and nearly double the emissions from the country's annual fossil fuel consumption. According to study co-author Professor Guido van der Werf of Vrije University Amsterdam in the Netherlands, some of the carbon dioxide released by the wildfires could remain longer in the atmosphere due to slow forest regrowth, leading to more warming. The researchers say this, in turn, could increase the frequency, duration, and magnitude of wildfires in the future. Our sincere thankfulness for the insightful study, Professor Guido van der Werf, and all scientists involved. To halt climate change, may humanity plug into the power of conscious living by going vegan today in God's brilliance.
Researchers create new type of cement that emits up to 2/3 less CO2 during production. Scientists from the Martin Luther University Halle-Wittenberg in Germany and the Federal University of Pará in Brazil have developed a new kind of cement that puts out up to 2/3 less CO2 compared to the making of traditional Portland cement, which is estimated to release 8% of human-made emissions. The product uses Belterra clay to replace 50 to 60% of the calcium carbonate, and the clay needs to be heated 200 degrees Celsius less than traditional cement during manufacturing. The clay is also abundant in tropical areas of the earth. Congratulations, researchers from the Martin Luther University Halle-Wittenberg and Federal University of Pará, on your remarkable new material that helps humanity reduce our carbon output. In the benevolence of the Providence, may we soon reach a state of zero emissions as the planet enters a stage of regrowth and healing.
United States researchers find stress can cause gray hair. Columbia University scientists recently conducted a study in which individual hairs from 14 volunteers were minutely analyzed, while the participants recorded their tension levels weekly. A significant correlation was found between stress and hair becoming gray, while the graying was reversed in some cases when the stressful situation ended. The researchers found alterations in 300 proteins in the hair when the color changed and hypothesized that mitochondria, considered to be the powerhouses of cells, changed in response to psychological stress. It was noted, however, that tension is not the only factor affecting graying and does not always cause it, and that graying cannot always be reversed. Fascinating news, researchers from Columbia University on the effects of stress on our hair. In the support of the divine, may humanity move towards a dignified and worry-free kind of living where we exist in harmony with each other and the environment.
Rwandan University student launches hydroponic farming in her nation. Marie-Aline Iraguha, 22 years old, founded Ali Farms Group Limited, a hydroponic agribusiness with the goal of uplifting Rwandan youth through sustainable farming. With decreasing land space in Africa to feed the growing population due to urban development, hydroponic vertical farming is more sustainable. It can produce 240 times more than traditional methods. Marie's first trial of hydroponic lettuce harvested double the amount as compared to conventional farming. The eco-entrepreneur's hydroponic system won second place at the national level for the Holt Prize, an international student competition whose 2018 theme was Harness the Power of Energy to Transform the Lives of 10 million people by 2025. Kudos, Marie-Aline Iraguha, for your innovative ideas to help through a greener, earth-protecting method of agriculture. May your kind endeavors continue to feed more with less in Africa, in God's splendor.
Famed Canadian-American celebrity shares vegan food and vital information with government officials. Vegan actress Pamela Anderson has joined with the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA, to distribute 10,000 methane offset starter kits to cities in the United States and Canada affected by wildfires and California state legislators. Ms. Anderson has donated $100,000 of vegan food for the kits, which contain tofu, soybean seeds, plant-based creamer, dark chocolate, vegan jerky, and recipes along with a book of matches with the inscription Code Red. Wildfires are raging. Not vegan? You're basically striking the match. A recent United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change IPCC report has warned that reducing greenhouse gas emissions is necessary to solve the climate crisis and that animal livestock raising is one of the main culprits. PETA is a Shining World Compassion Award recipient, and Supreme Master Ching Hai has previously donated $80,000 to support its work. Way to go, Pamela Anderson and PETA, for your efforts. May we all soon adopt the vegan lifestyle to reverse the course of climate-related disasters in heaven's guidance.
Sweet friendship between seals and British doctor recorded on film. In a loving gesture, a wild grey seal embraced Dr. Ben Burville of England, UK, with a long hug as the seal diver caressed his affectionate friend. Dr. Burville, a physician, has dived for almost 20 years off the coastal town of Amble in Northumberland and has built up trust between himself and the playful seals. He earlier filmed himself holding hands with a seal and has also launched a campaign to bring attention to the threat of abandoned fishing equipment to marine life. An underwater cameraman, Dr. Burville has posted his enthralling seal videos on Twitter and YouTube. Wishing you many more happy years of amazing friendships, frolicking, and fun, dear Dr. Ben Burville and lovely seals. May we soon see a compassionate world where the innate goodness of all beings is cherished and respected in celestial harmony.